Hi, how are you? I'm kidding. I don't wear glasses. These are just normal glass, but it makes me seem smarter. So I like to wear them from time to time. Hi and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my first ever talk through makeup tutorial and I'm so excited, so freaking nervous. I do not know why because this is just me and the camera over here, but there's just something about this that makes me very nervous and I'm gonna stop talking now. Okay, so I decided to go for this look. And it is a very quick and easy look to do, and I choose for this look whenever I'm in a hurry, don't have a lot of time, and I still want to look polished, still want to look like I actually tried. And the lips, on the other hand, it took me just a little bit longer because I'm just funky like that. But for the most part, everything is very quick to do. There is no eyeliner here, so you're gonna be done like that. So if you wanna see, so if you like what you see and you want to know how to achieve this look, then please, baby please, pretty please, keep on watching. So I've already moisturized my face and now I'm gonna put some Vaseline on my lips to make them nice and soft by the time we put lipstick on them. Alright. So now I'm gonna start off by priming my face, and the primer that I'm gonna use today is the Shine Killer by NYX. Where am I going? I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit like that and just use it mainly on the spot where I get shiny the most, which is my nose, forehead, upper lip, and chin. And just really work that in. Now I'm gonna let that sit for a minute and then I'm gonna continue on to foundation. The foundation that I'm gonna use today is the Revlon, my trusty old Revlon Color Stay. My color is the 370 Toast. So now that I have poured a little bit on the back of my hand, I'm just gonna dot that all over. Now I don't have a mirror, so I'm looking in my viewfinder. That's why I'm looking that way. Then I'm gonna take this brush by Real Techniques, and with this I'm gonna buff in my foundation. This could take a minute. Because I like my foundation to be blended in pretty well. Don't forget this area over here. Please don't forget this. So now that I've applied my foundation, I'm gonna apply my concealer, and the one that I'm using is the MAC Pro Longwear. My color is NC35, which is pretty light actually, but I like it that way. So I'm just gonna use my finger to apply that underneath my eyeballs like that. I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender to blend out the concealer. So now that all of that is blended nicely, I'm going to take my foundation brush again and just blend out the edges even more. Now that everything is blended out, I'm going to take my setting powder, and the one that I'm using is my Benai Banana Powder. Now I've been using this one for years and years and it works perfectly for me, and I just don't want to try anything else. Well, I have tried the Laura Mercier translucent powder and I know that everybody loves that one, but it creased on me and I hate that, so I went straight back to my banana one. Oh, and the brush that I'm using for that is also by Real Techniques. It doesn't have the name on it anymore because this brush has been through hell and back, y'all. Now, believe it or not, but to set the rest of my face, I'm also going to be using the Midnight Banana powder. And the brush that I'm going to use for that is the e.l.f. powder brush. Now, I really like my powder brush to be a flat stippling brush, if you will, because I really like to push the powder in my skin. I have oily, it's a combination skin, and I really need my face to stay on all day. I'm only dabbing. Dab. Forehead. So for contouring, I'm going to be using this Sleek palette, and this is the Face Form Contour and Blush palette, and this one is in a medium. It freaking broke on me, but the important part is still intact, so that is awesome. And I'm gonna be using this matte brown shade over here, and this powder is very pigmented, so I'm gonna tap off the excess and just give my face some cheekbones, y'all. To contour the face, I'm gonna be starting right here at the top of the ear, all the way in between my nose and my upper lip. Now I'm not gonna put like a harsh line, I'm just gonna blend wherever is left that way. And I want to concentrate the most color right here. Like that. Now let's do the other side. This is a struggle, y'all. I don't want to go down. You can go up to blend it, but do not go down. Please don't. Hi. Okay. Now I'm taking the same powder and I'm gonna go over here on my forehead, drag it down to my temples, and go from here all the way up to my hairline. Other side. And then also I'm gonna try and hide my double chin. I know that, you know, it's hopeless, but still. Okay, next up I'm gonna do a blush, and for that I'm gonna be using my Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette in Golden Sugar to Rose Gold. Now that's some name. And if you open it up, you have this huge freaking mirror, and you have beautiful, beautiful shimmery colors, and also beautiful highlighters. I freaking love this palette. I love this palette. Let's see, the color that I'm going to be using today is the pink one over here. And the brush that I'm gonna be using for that is this blush brush. Hey, I said it, this blush brush by BH Cosmetics. I'm just gonna dab it in there and just go on the uppers of my cheek. Now, I don't really like blush. I like a strong contour, like a heavy bronzy look, but I don't really like blush. But this one here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's very subtle and it is shimmery. I mean, I live for shimmer. Other side. On the apples, and then tapping it up. I'm not dragging, I'm only tapping. Yes. That looks sweetie. So that is the blush. And I'm still gonna highlight, but I'm gonna do that later on. So now I'm gonna start off by drawing on some brows. So this is the angled brush that I'm going to be using. This is one that I had from makeup school, and I love it because it's very small and precise, as you can see, and it's very thin. And for my brows, I'm gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Chocolate. I'm gonna try to zoom in on my brow. Oh no. Oh no! I'm gonna take a spoolie and just brush out those hairs, lay them down, so that you can see where you need the most help. Then taking that brush, I don't know if you can see this. You know what, y'all? I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because this ain't working. And if you want to see how I do my eyebrows, then I am more than happy to do so in a separate video. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are going to start off with the eyes, and to prime them I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot right there. And the brush that I'm going to be using for that is the Sigma Precision Angled P84, which is this one over here. I'm just going to tap that in. So now that our eyes are primed, I'm going to go in with eyeshadow, and the palette that I'm going to start off with is the I Heart Makeup Salted Caramel palette, which is the ones that look like a chocolate bar, which are the knockoff of the what's the brand again? Too Faced? I believe it was Too Faced. And then they smell like chocolate, by the way. I'm gonna be taking this color over here, and I'm gonna take that with a synthetic shader brush, and I'm just gonna apply that all over our lid just to make everything blend seamlessly. Then I'm gonna go and take a fluffy blending brush, and this one I can't even see the name anymore, but this is just a very fluffy brush by Sigma. I'm gonna go in with the same palette, only this time I'm gonna take this lovely color over here. I'm gonna take that on the tip of my brush and just go in my crease, and I'm gonna be using this as a transition color. I'm gonna start off right here, just a little bit above my crease, and then drag that all the way into the inner corner. I really want that color to be visible, so I'm gonna go in back and forth a couple of times to really intensify that color, because when you're blending you're losing some of the pigment. So just go back in and intensify that color. I like that. I'm gonna take a blending brush that is a little bit smaller, and the one that I'm gonna take is also by Sigma, and this is the little tiny one that you used to get as a gift with your purchase, which I love that they did that. I'm not sure if they still do so, but if they do, awesomeness. With this matte brown shade over here, and I'm just gonna go in a little bit lower than where we were before, and I'm gonna define that crease even more, like so. And then I'm gonna go back in with the first brush and the first color and go over the brown to intensify that transition color even more. All right, so now with that small blending brush, well, it's not that small, but I'm gonna go in with the same transition color and I'm gonna drag that underneath my lower lash line over here, and just really blend that and connect it with your crease like so. And this is what you should be left off with. Then take that brown color again, the darker brown, and go over your lower lash line again, connecting everything together. Then I'm gonna take a flat shader brush. The one that I'm going to be using is also by Sigma, and these brushes I have forever and eternity, so I don't really know the names anymore, but this is what it looks like. So from that same I Heart makeup palette, I'm gonna go with this beautiful color over here and just put it all over your eyelid. So now, as you can see, I have quite some fallout underneath my eyes. For that, I'm gonna take a big fan brush and just lightly dust that away. Don't apply any pressure, because if you do, you will press that color in your skin, and honey, you don't want that. Taking that little blending brush again, and with some of the darker brown, and now I'm just gonna blend everything together like that. And then I'm gonna intensify that lid color again. Then for my brow bone highlight, I'm gonna take that first vanilla color that I used all over the lid and apply it on to the brow bone to intensify. I apply it very thick like that. And then with that big old blending brush, I'm gonna dust off the axis. And then you're left off with a beautiful but subtle brow bone highlight. Then for my inner corner highlight, because a girl can't go without an inner corner highlight. For this, I'm gonna be taking another Makeup Revolution palette, and this one is the Ultra Contour one. In here you have, not that one, you have the most beautiful highlight color of life, basically. So taking that color with a little e.l.f. blending brush. I'm gonna take that color and just put it right into my inner corner like that. And then whatever I have left on my brush, I'm gonna apply on my brow bone. Then take a blending brush and just soften that So now to clean up my under eye even more, I'm going to take my banana powder again and that same brush that I applied it with before, and I'm just going to add that underneath my eyes like that. So for mascara, I'm going to be using this mascara, which is by Max Factor, and it is the Masterpiece High Definition Mascara. I really love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a couple of coats of mascara. So now that I've applied about 20 coats of mascara, I'm gonna move on to highlighter, and I'm gonna be using a couple of products for that today. The first one is this highlighter stick by Kiko. This is the Radiant Touch Creamy Stick Highlighter, and it looks like this. So this I'm gonna apply like this on the back of my hand. Excuse the hands. From the back of my hand, I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just dab it in there and apply it on my cheekbone. This will really intensify any highlighter that you put on top. So the same thing goes for the other side. Then I'm gonna choose the highlighter for today, and I'm gonna use the same palette that we used for blush, only now I think I'm gonna go with this one here, which is a beautiful gold color. To apply this highlighter, I'm gonna use the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, which is this one here. I'm gonna just dab it in there and just tap it on top. Oh my god, look at that. This is a little too much though. A little. Just a little. But no worries, I'm gonna blend it out later. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but if you can, I mean, yo. To blend out this highlighter heaven, I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush. So now that we've applied the highlighter, we're gonna move on to the lips, and I'm gonna be using a pencil, which is this one by Kryolan, whatever. This is the contour pencil and the color 901, which is so pretty. And then together with this, I'm gonna use a MAC lipstick, and this one is called Presistence. So now that I look like a freaking drag queen, I'm gonna go in with the Presistence lipstick. I like that. Now, to make this combination work, we're gonna do a whole lot of blending, because there's nothing wrong with drag queens, but not today. I can't see shit. So to further blend this mess out, I'm gonna take a lip brush, and this one is by Sedona Lace, which is the cute little one that you can, you know. Anywho, with this, I'm gonna really blend out the harsh edges. So as you can see, I've already blended this side, and I'm gonna do this side right now so you can see the difference already. So that is it for the lips. So let me zoom in so that you can see the final results. Now I did overline my lips quite a bit. I personally like them to be voluptuous and in your face, so that's what I've done. To finish all of this off, I'm gonna use a setting spray, and the one that I'm going to be using today is this one by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. Now, I've heard some bad things and good things about this, and I've tried it and I absolutely love it. So, put my hair back. Yes. The smell, however, could have been better in life. Let's get to business. Hi. So awkward. Don't even know how to say hello. Hello? Hi. Hola. This is so awkward for me, so I'm just gonna do it. Hi. How's it? So why is it so awkward for me to just say hello? Hello. It's me. I've been wondering to go over everything. I need more light up in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So what up? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Shit. So to fill la 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 la